Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Just a couple of things to talk about today. They're all going to knit together in the end, so have a bit of faith. I'm in top creator mode, so I'm holding the microphone under my mouth so you can avoid this echoey room and hopefully make some sort of decent audio. Now, my daughter is 42 years old and she has got stage 4 cancer. It started off in her breast. She had a full mastectomy, and then sadly it's in her lungs. At the minute it's staying where it is, and she's an absolute soldier and she's doing the best that she can, and she's such an inspiration to us as a family of the way that she just keeps going. I know there's dark days and we're trying to help her with them, but as a family we've all got together and we're trying to do this the best we can. Now, when she was first diagnosed, a charity helped her and supported her called Mummy's Star. I'm going to put a link in the description to this charity because I want people to take a look and be aware of it. Now, up until November of last year, I'd got myself in a bit of a state. I was drinking far too much. Obviously, when things affect your family like this, if you are a drinker anyway, you will drink a lot more. That's what I've always said. You look at something for comfort, and I got to the stage where I was drinking far too much. Anyway, I went to the doctors, and they said your blood pressure's sky high. So I've never had another alcoholic drink since. I just stopped. That was it. As soon as I found out about that, I thought, right, I'll not have one. It's probably, if you're drinking heavily, make sure you take medical advice before you do that, because if you're drinking that amount or a bit more, you might find out that you make yourself seriously ill. But anyway, I just didn't drink anymore. And it's gone. I'll be honest, odd times now I think, I could murder a pint, especially when you've had a bad day. You just think, well, I could just blot that out, because I was sort of using it to blot things out. So then I started this YouTube channel because I thought, well, while I'm not drinking anything, I'll need to do something else. So I've started going for a walk, as I'm walking with Mick. And it's been a massive help to me, really. I've got quite a bit fitter. I'm not going to say I'm the fittest person. I used to be fat and drunk. Now I'm just fat. You know what I'm saying? But I've lost a couple of stone at the very least, and approaching 2.5 stone. And it's made a massive difference to my life. So I thought, why not combine the two? So to raise awareness and to perhaps raise a little bit of money. I mean, the figure is £500. I think we're 350 now, to be really honest. So we haven't got to raise much more to beat the target, but it was never about the money. It was more about raising the awareness. My daughter went to the doctors pregnant with a lump in her breast, and the lady said to her, don't worry about that. It's probably a blocked milk duct. Now, looking back on it now, if she probably got that chance again, she would have said, why don't you just go and get it checked out and let's see, because it would have made a lot of difference. You never know with cancer. I think sometimes if cancer's got your number, then it's going to cash it in one day, and in other cases it doesn't. But you probably stand a better chance with the earliest treatment possible. It could have just been a lumpectomy. It maybe would have been a mastectomy, but she would have gone back and probably enjoyed many more years of her life. But instead of that, she said, oh, don't worry about it. It's just a lump because of milk ducts. Don't you just enjoy your pregnancy and off you go. So then when it got a bit bigger, she went back. She said, oh, you need to go to the hospital. So they went and found out it was cancerous. When they took her breast off about 8 weeks later, the whole breast was all cancer. That's how fast it had spread. And then we thought, right, she's had that done, so she'll be going back for reconstruction in a year or so, when she gets settled down and everything in the garden will be rosy. And then we found out it spread to her lungs. So she's got a stage 4 diagnosis, but she's an absolute soldier. And she's even had to put a sticker on the back of her car to remind people that she has got a disability. Because I think when she parks in a disabled, because she has got, she struggles with her walking and stuff like that. But people just look at her and think, why she parked that car in there? It must be somebody else's sticker. You know what I mean? That's what people are like. But obviously she's got a terminal illness. So I thought what we'd do, we'd combine the two. So obviously I've never been massive into exercise. But I've done quite a few videos on here where I've walked 4, 5, 6 miles. So I thought I'd push myself and raise a bit of money for Mummy's Star. but also raise awareness. And I'm going to walk on the 2nd of June with my granddaughter. My eldest granddaughter is 19, and she's going to walk with me. And we're going to walk from Mablethorpe, Crazy Golf, which is in the, I can't remember which bay, I can't remember what they call it now, in the busier bay where you can't have dogs, you know, one where you go straight up the main street and straight onto the beach. I'm going to walk from the Crazy Golf there and walk to the pier at Skegness, which I've done a quick ready reckon, and I'm probably wrong, but it's about 18 miles if you walk down the seafront. And we're going to do it all in one day and raise awareness, and hopefully say raise this. If we've managed to raise £500, then all well and good. And if you can't afford to put into it, please don't. But if you could just share it out or mention this to friends, we may be able to save somebody from going through what my daughter and our family are going through now. I'm going to do a bit of live streaming and stuff like that. Hopefully we'll make it into a bit of a day. And in the meantime, I say we're going to raise awareness for pregnant mothers, or anybody, you know, anybody at all with what's turned away from a doctor's, or you don't feel that diagnosis is right. You can get a second opinion to get a referral. It's only a little bit of a form. The people at the hospital are more than willing for you to go in there and find out that you haven't got anything. That's what they actually look forward to telling you, rather than the other thing that they had to tell my daughter. So that's what we're going to do. 2nd of June, it's going to be about 10 o'clock in the morning, I think. We're going to set off from there and walk down the front. And if you're about in the area and you fancy a bit of a walk, or fancy saying hello even, but if you just share this out to people and let them know what we're doing. My granddaughter's going to have a T-shirt on that actually says Mummy Star on it. And because I'm more than an XL, I've had one made by those lovely people at Fun Prints. They've been sort of looking. My daughter did jumped out of an aeroplane, and they did all the T-shirts for that. They've been so lovely. And obviously we're paying for it because they're only a small business. But they're going to make me, the lovely Sam at Fun Prints is making me a pink T-shirt in breast cancer pink with the Mummy Star logo and everything on that. So you'll be able to see me coming. 3XL. And hopefully we'll be able to make a bit of a fun day. But I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to record some of it as well. And if you see us, say hello. And if you fancy, donating, I'm going to put a link into the GoFundMe at the bottom, and also a link into their website. And if you just happen to find a little lump when you're pregnant, go straight to the doctors. If you feel within yourself that isn't the right answer, go back again and say, I want to be referred. They will refer you. If you ask them, they'll refer you, even if it's just for peace of mind, and then find out if you're unlucky enough to need treatment. Anyway, thanks for watching this. It's been a bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but hopefully you'll be able to get involved with it in some way. As I say, if it's just sharing it out, if you haven't got any money, just share it out. It's no problem whatsoever. I don't expect anybody to put anything in that they can't afford. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon. Bye-bye.